All right, guys, Eric Aune here at the Build Show Live with Zane Williams from Maxell. Zane, I've done videos about the Maxell flashing system, the MAP system. I want you to go through just all of the offerings and why we should be looking at this for sealing around, like especially for me, plumbing heating contractor, or my buddies over on the electrician side. Like, how can we do a better job for our general contractors when we're, drilling holes through their system?
Well, the MAP system is, I think, firstly superior because it's consistent.
Okay.
You get a consistent airtight water seal every time you use it. There's really no worry for worker variation at that point with
Right.
a self-adhesive system that you covers all your sizes, peel and stick, and then done.
And so what we're talking about is this a butyl, what is this material?
Yeah, this is an EPDM rubber sheet with a butyl adhesive backer on it.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
this adhesive back just comes, I've installed these, but I want to make sure that it's clear in the video. This comes off the back, and then we've got an adhesive that's going to apply right to any surface on our construction materials, right? I want to take this apart, actually.
Yeah, it's okay, you can. It's absolutely cool. In fact, they come apart pretty easily. I show people from the inside out here, this way, as opposed to from the corner. Sometimes I can be a little difficult.
I'm always doing it wrong.
One pro tip.
Yeah. What's really good, so like, what you touch on is really important to focus on is the repeatability, right?
Yes.
So there's a low learning curve. It's not a steep learning curve on how to use this, but it's repeatable over and over and over. Like, we don't have to worry about any kind of tooling. We don't have to worry about any type of specific, like, different sealants depending on what we're trying to seal against, because this is going to handle pretty much any type of penetration depending on the size. And you've got these pre-sized out, right?
That's true. There are up to 7 SKUs now, covering everything from 1/8 of an inch pipe all the way up to 5 to 6 inch plumbing pipe. We even have a new one that's going down to 1/8 of an inch for, say, maybe a Romex doorbell wire or electrical wire bundle or something of that sort.
Yeah, because the air sealing details on new construction today are wild, right? They're doing so much better on performance, getting these homes to perform the way they need to by taking care of the biggest challenge, which is air sealing, and that's what this is addressing.
Absolutely. In fact, the A in MAP system stands for airtight. Maxell's Air-tight Products. Everything that is shown here is very much in that spirit. And yeah, with the new energy code requirements and things getting tighter and tighter, these sort of products become increasingly important.
So let's talk about application, like the literal application. What kind of tools or what do we have to worry about when we're looking at, like, I just drilled a hole through the side of a house for an exhaust vent on a gas appliance, right? Okay. Very typical application for me, whether it's new construction or retrofit. But on the new construction side, obviously we're pre-siding, pre-wall sheeting. Wall sheeting is there, but pre-finished wall surface. What do I need to know when it comes to applying, like, let's say this one here, which will go up to 3 inch. Like, I've got a 3-inch pipe.
Yeah.
Is this all I need, or what do I need to do to surface prep or anything like that?
You just want to make sure your surfaces are, ideally relatively clean and free of debris and dust and whatnot. We know that's not always the case in the actual application of the job site. In practical application, in a few years, we haven't had any problems with the butyl adhesive on any of these sort of common substrates, OSB, vinyl, tin, dense glass, gold, other types of common sheathings that they work great on.
And then temperatures, touch on that. Is there any real limitations, or within reason you've got an upper and lower?
Yeah, no, that's
limitation?
an excellent question. A super common one that we get, obviously, for the freezing side of things being probably the more common question. And yes, you can use these on freezing temperatures, sub-freezing temperatures, as long as the product itself is warm enough when you physically attach it. In other words, we recommend keeping it in the truck or on the dash at the job site, not on the actual job site exposed to the elements. But once it's stuck on that substrate in a sub-freezing temperature, you're good to go.
Okay, so what we're truly worried about is that adhesive on the back, keeping that at working conditions right up until the time we're going to apply it?
Exactly.
Okay, what about like literally, is this an issue, like if surfaces are wet, do we need to be preparing them, drying them out so we're getting good adhesion?
Yes, ideally they don't want to be wet, they want to be free of moisture and debris, ideally.
Yeah, and which would be the case with any kind of tubing sealant as well. We got to, there are obviously parameters we have to worry about, and we have to be paying attention to.
Of course.
Ultimately, are we only putting them on the outside, inside, anything like that? It seems obvious to me that they're going on the outside, but what about, could we put them on the inside if we only had access to the inside?
Honestly, as long as it's still on the substrates that we're tested to and recommend sticking these things on, I think it's fine. We've had people do that in actual real-world environments. The manufacturer will tell you, please make sure these are on the exterior, but in the real world, we've had people do that, and as long as they're on the right substrates, it's not a problem.
Okay, got more questions if you want them.
Yeah, please, hit me with them.
I'm thinking of UV exposure. So like if we're putting these on in new construction, do we have to take extra steps to keep them protected out of direct sunlight, or do they have like a certain amount of rating that they can, a certain amount of time they can handle that?
Yeah, that's an excellent one. We are tested to a very strict standard of ASTM 711-13 to get nerdy, but without going too deep into it, essentially these things are good to go for even decades in an accelerated life test. Let alone, but probably 1 or 2 years that maybe they would be exposed in a working construction environment.
That's impressive. I'm even just thinking days,
Yeah, the manufacturer's recommendation is, I think, between 3 and 5 months, if I remember correctly. I believe it's 3 months, which is pretty standard with competitive products out on the market, about 3 to 5 months exposure recommendation. But just so everybody knows, I tell people it's kind of like a rubber tire, and those things last a long time, even when they're out in your yard just sitting there.
I think it's impressive how flexible everything is and just how pliable it is. So applying the right size pre-cut unit is going to be just really your biggest challenge, like having the right units in stock. But they don't, as you can see too, like, guys, check this out. So like a stack of these takes up almost no space, right? And they actually could be moved around a little bit, but inside of a box, they're regular packaging, very kind of thin letterbox style packaging. There's 3 of them right here. I mean, that's like less than a quarter. I think I got one right here,
not to duck out, but here's like kind of like the biggest one would be like the pizza box here, 10 in a box.
Yeah, so easy to store on a vehicle or whatever, especially for HVAC, electrical, plumbers. We're out working on the service van kind of model to where we have all of our products with us more or less at one time. It's interesting to see it with wire. You said it goes down to how small?
1/8 of an inch now on the super small side for maybe a Romex doorbell wire. This one's new since the last time I believe you guys reviewed the product. Yeah.
Okay, another question.
Please.
This is where I'm coming from. In my brain goes to, like, I see you have them pre-selected sizes. I'm familiar with that. That's what I'm installing. I've got the 2-inch and the 3-inch because those are the common sizes I'm working with.
That's true.
And then the smaller one for like 3/4-inch pipe.
Okay.
Can I use one that's made for a smaller pipe for something bigger? Like, do you don't mess with that? You need to be using the same proper sizes?
No, honestly, again, in the real world, we see plumbers downsizing to get a tighter fit sometimes.
Okay.
And we don't think that's a problem as long as the plumber's discretion is being used and they think it's a good fit and it's going to work. This stuff is really tough. As long as there's no tears happening, you're good.
Right, and ultimately it's easy to see though too. So like, I'll pick this one up right here. It says 1-inch pipe on there. There's a label on every one of these. It's not just on the box. I thought that was impressive, by the way. Thank you, because it makes my job a little easier. But every one of them has a sticker that says what it's for. I think that's great on your end. Makes it easier for us, takes the guesswork out of it.
Well, I'll thank Maxell for that then. Thanks, Maxell.
Yeah, and now, not to leave our Sparky buddies out, I kind of make fun of them once in a while. But saying you've got one here with a rectangular opening on it.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool because now, sealing around boxes for our Sparky buddies, it's not necessarily easy, right? You've got some odd shaped flanges and things like that. Do you put the sealing behind it? Maybe you're doing both, but having this really ultimately is kind of maybe a belt and suspenders. So you could seal behind the flange there, the mounting flange, or wherever the box is meeting the surface, but then you could just slip this over it. Now you've got a watertight, airtight seal. Pretty simple.
Easy. Same as this guy. Yep, just slip it over, stick it on, done. This prototype is it's brand new.
Okay.
Hence prototype. Prototype.
Oh, okay. It is prototype. You're seeing it here first.
Just so you guys know, it's not available for sale yet. Just you've seen on video, but just let everybody know that is a prototype. But the point of showing that is not only to let people know that we can do different shapes and sizes, but we can also do custom orders. If anybody has a specific size they're working with, let us know. We might be able to cut you out a
If
specific shape.
if they're
This
looking
stuff
for
is
like
easy to work with, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, if they're
We've
doing
done that.
like bulk product
Yep.
or something like that, they may
Yep,
be able
just
to
let us
order
know.
that.
We can cut you a specific shape. In fact, we've noticed some other electricians using, I believe it's the 4-inch, I could be mistaken, I believe it's the 4-inch for the octagonal shaped boxes. Even though it's a circular cutout, the octagon boxes, those fit over really well too.
Oh, like for like exterior lighting, things like that.
Exactly.
That makes a ton of sense.
Exactly.
Ultimately, if you think about this product, guys, it doesn't take up a lot of space on the van. It's easy to keep in stock. Every one of the pieces is identifiable, so you don't have to question whether or not you've got the right flashing for the, or see, flashing. Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have the right product for your application. It seems like there's a wide operating window that we can apply this, as long as we're just keeping it at the right temperatures.
Yes, sir.
Up until installation. And it's really easy to understand, right? Repeatable, doesn't take a lot to figure out how this goes on. It's sliding it over the proper size pipe and just rolling that adhesive out so it makes good contact. I think it's a no-brainer, to be honest with you.
It's a simple product. It doesn't take much to figure it out.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, yeah, this is, I get all the time, this is a solution that a lot of people have been waiting for to see, and common comment is, why didn't I think of this, or why didn't we come up with this sooner sort of product? And we love products like that, right?
Yeah,
Help people make better homes and offer a better solution. So.
All right, guys, that's it. Zane, I appreciate it. Maxell's MAP system, so it's Maxell
Air-tight products.
Air-tight
Maxell's
products.
Air-tight
There you
products.
go.
Exactly.
Check it out, and I appreciate you coming to the Build Show Live,
Thank you
man.
so
This
much,
is
Aaron.
awesome.
It's great to be here.
Thanks.